Welcome to the Jason Coleman Show at Grandma's house.
That's right. We are here at Grandma Mary's playing my granddad's childhood piano. You ready, Grandma?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Hang on.
Okay, hang on. That's a good one.
Welcome to the Jason Coleman Show, and welcome to Grandma Mary. How are you doing there, Grandma?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am just so proud to be here. We are on location today at a very special place. Grandma Mary has had us over for dinner. A show.
Yeah, sure. Oh, we had cobbler, remember?
That's true. I had a little sneak preview. We had a little bit of peach cobbler before we started here, so if I want to go take a nap for a minute, you'll excuse me.
Yeah.
She fed me first, and then we're playing here. It is so good for you all to join us here today for a really special piano concert from a piano that's been meaningful to us here for a long time. Now, we've had the pleasure of doing a few shows here at your house, Grandma, over the last 3 years. And so far, we've played, there are 3 pianos here at my granddad, Floyd Cramer, and Grandma Cramer's house here. One you'll see just over our shoulders here is the beautiful Steinway that I have played on a couple of different occasions for our shows. One in the other room is the beautiful white Baby Grand, and that's a great piano as well.
It is.
But this one right here beside us has some special meaning. This is the Cramer family piano that's been here in this house for, about 60 years or more. But it's been in Nashville longer than that. But this piano is the one that my granddad, Floyd Cramer, first played when his parents bought him a piano for their family home in Huttig, Arkansas, back in 1939, when Granddad was just 5 years old. So this has been around for 84 years now in our family. It's the piano that Granddad first learned to play. Imagine that, Floyd Cramer first learning to play piano at 5 and 6 years old on these very keys. And today I get to play this piano.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I've told you this, but they had to, he taken piano lessons in El Dorado, Arkansas from Mrs. Anderson. And that's 32 miles.
That's a long way for piano lessons.
For a little 5-year-old. Yeah. And
I reckon they paid off.
Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, he did.
Of course,
although he would memorize them, and she'd say, Floyd Jr., I know that you're not playing by the music.
I'm guilty of that. Avery, we know, is guilty of that, of playing by ear and just faking our way through.
Yeah.
But he made it work for him. Granddad played piano by ear. He played piano by reading the notes, and he played on this piano. And so today, Grandma, I've got a lineup of some of my favorite of Granddad's old songs he would have played on this piano through the years, and some old country and a couple of gospel songs you might recognize as well.
And Joe Roper played on this piano.
Oh, yes.
In Huttig when he was 14 years old.
We'll talk about that a little bit later, Grandma. We got some stories queued up.
Yeah,
So this isn't our only rodeo. I'll get Grandma back up here in a few minutes for a few more stories of the old days, but I guess for now we better get to some more music.
You gotta have to do that.
I guess so. So let's get to it. I've got this next song. Well, we started off with Flip, Flop, and Bop. Of course, one that Granddad wrote, an old Boogie Woogie song. Hang On, another one that he wrote. And now, though, let's go back to one that he didn't write, but he had his own version of, and I thought it was fitting for today's show. This one is called These Are the Young Years.
Yeah.
That one was called All Keyed Up, and we are all keyed up today here on the Jason Coleman Show at Grandma Mary's house, playing my granddad Floyd Cramer's childhood piano. That All Keyed Up was a Floyd Cramer original, as is this next one, another song that he wrote. It's called Your Last Goodbye. Faded Love, an old Bob Wills tune from 1950, of course. You heard that one before, hadn't you, Grandma?
Lots of times.
A couple of times. And Granddad recorded his version of this early in his career as well. I played a little bit for you, sort of like the way that he played it. And of course, Floyd Cramer ended up playing on Patsy Cline's version in 1963 as well, one of the last records that she recorded before she passed away. And Floyd Cramer's piano is on that record as well. And I know early on, thinking about some songs that would have gotten some play on this piano back in the 40s and early 50s when it grew up in my granddad's home there in Huttig, Arkansas. And I'm sure Bob Wills was a big influence on him and his music early on in his career, because in the same way that Bob Wills introduced a new kind of sound to sort of more traditional country music with that kind of big band and jazz and swing kind of feel. You know, Floyd Cramer helped do the same thing in a different direction to expand the horizons of what you thought country music could be. With the Nashville sound, it was more of a pop and a sophisticated direction, but just like Bob Wills took country in one direction, Floyd Cramer sort of must have thought the same thing. Well, if Bob Wills can do this with a country song and make it sound like this, then maybe I can put my own spin on it as well. So a lot of good Bob Wills music back in the early days that would have gotten some play on these very keys, I'm sure, around the Cramer home. So let's do one more here in honor of the great Bob Wills. Well, it's been a pretty fun day so far, hasn't it, Grandma?
It's been great.
What do you think about this old piano? How does it sound?
Sounds wonderful.
It's been around for quite a while, hadn't it?
It has.
We had it verified, you know, we had it all tuned up and checked out from our friends over at AMO Pianos not long ago. They got it all in good shape here and looked up the serial number and determined that it was 1939, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which would have been, you've always said that Granddad was 5 years old, and we had always heard that, and that lined up right. And so this very piano was purchased by Floyd Cramer's parents, who would have been my great-grandparents in Huttig, Arkansas, in 1939 for Floyd Cramer, who was about to turn 6 years old and just starting to play the piano. So this piano, I guess, was, you all moved here to Nashville from Shreveport when you got married on your 1 year?
First wedding anniversary.
And that was 19...
Well, we got married in 54.
Let me fix your necklace right there. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. In 54, so 1955, y'all would have moved here. But you weren't here at this house quite at that point, though, right?
No. We was at a little house on Westchester Drive. At first, it was a new house. And we had to work hard to get a down payment.
You were just saying the down payment.
And a side note we had to carry.
Woo! But that monthly payment then was, you said what?
About $70.
$70 for that house payment. Not too, I'd take that today. I'd trade you mine for that one. But you made it work. And then this piano, though, I guess was at his parents' house until y'all had moved to that house a couple of years married, and then moved it up here to Nashville.
Yeah.
And then it's been a part of the family ever since, I guess. In fact, we got a couple of pictures. These we had looked up here. Let's see. This one first, was that at?
That's at his mother and daddy's.
That's right.
And this is a picture of me.
Yes, it is. I'll show that on the screen so you all can see it.
I had short hair, you know, cut my hair. That's when everybody's cutting their hair.
So this would have been back in
well, that was the year we married, I'm sure.
Okay, when you married, and the piano's not up here yet. So that was, he would have been
Shreveport.
About 20 years old or something, around 21 years old. And then this one, though, I see was right here in this exact same spot.
Yeah.
If y'all look, you can see, I'll show on the screen there for you as well. Granddad's sitting right here at this piano. Now, it looks a little different behind us here, right?
Yeah, we added the music room, the big part on.
Right.
And that where the curtains are was the back of the house, which is,
Yeah, so right behind us here,
Yeah,
it's the big open into the music room right now. It used to be just the back wall of the house before you all tore that down and made a little more room for the pianos there. And then I love this photo, which you all can
that was
see
made
as well.
right after, Donna was not, like about 3 weeks being 3 when we moved here. And so this is made here.
The whole piano. And so right there, this piano has been on this same wall now for a little more than 60 years.
Look at the pole lamp. Yeah.
I love it.
There's Diane and there's Donna.
You look the same, Grandma. You hadn't changed it a bit. That's the truth. Look at that.
Well, I think my waist might be
Not a bit,
a
Grandma.
little smaller.
I love it. So this was the family piano until, I guess, the Steinway behind us came along in the early 70s. But this has always been, so this would have been in the early days when Granddad was getting started in the studio, when he would have written a couple of his signature songs here, Last Date and more, playing this very piano. And I tell you, it's funny, every piano does sound different. Anytime that I go out to different, concert halls and venues and even my piano at home, they all have a different feel. This one is just fun to play. It's got a sound to it. It's not going to be pure and pristine, like your Steinway or whatever else, but it's got some character to it, doesn't it?
It does.
It's been played through the years.
It has been played a lot.
Uh-huh.
And some banging, I'm sure, from the little kids.
A little bit from little kids, from a few generations of little kids, including mine, who you're going to see here in just a few minutes, to get to partake in a little bit here on his great-granddad's piano. But you were telling me before, so this would have been when he was a kid, one of his piano idols would have been
Joe Roper.
Smiling Joe Roper, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
And one with the Stamps Baxter Quartet, and later on I believe it was the Melody Boys. And Granddad loved the old gospel music, and you were telling me that Joe Roper came around one time to their little town, didn't he?
Back then they would come. In fact, is this the songbook?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at some of those things, and most of the show dates were like 200 miles radius. That was as far as they went, really.
Yeah.
And but they would come and play at schoolhouses, back then, or little gymnasiums, and they got him to come to Huddy. And Floyd was 14 years old.
Okay.
And his mother had him for dinner.
Oh.
And so that was exciting.
Well, yeah.
And I'm sure she had fried chicken, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
And mashed potatoes. And back then, I thought that was pretty neat. Mama never done that. But she put English peas on top of her mashed potatoes.
That's
pretty.
fancy.
Yeah, that's pretty fancy, wasn't it? But anyway, and so after they ate, he played this piano. And then they went to the concert.
Wow.
Later.
So, yeah.
But I'm sure he didn't eat very much.
That's true. So, yeah, you got a 14-year-old Floyd Cramer who idolized Joe Roper of the Stamps Baxter Quartet and came and visited his house and played this very piano in his house.
Yeah.
And, sort of just had to inspire Granddad even more to want to go and do that himself. And sure enough, a few years later, he did that very thing. And, we found one of Granddad's old music readers. This would have been what he actually learned to read the notes on. It's got his name. I'll show it on the screen there for you. His name written there, Floyd Cramer Jr., FC, and we even found a few little handwritten notes in here showing him how to do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, how to read the notes, how to read the key signatures, and lots of exercises. So it's just amazing to go back and revisit some history, to just think that at some point, Floyd Cramer was not the Floyd Cramer we all knew. He was a kid and a teenager learning to play piano like anybody else.
He was an all-American boy because he had a horse. He would ride horses. He rode bicycles.
He was an athlete too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Well, speaking of Joe Roper here, I thought we ought to play at least one good old gospel song. And this is one that I looked up, I think might have been a theme song or a song that they played at a lot of their concerts and probably would have gotten some play that night when Floyd Cramer met his idol Joe Roper. And so if you don't mind, I'm going to play for a song that's called, and it's a good one for our family too, it's called Give the World a smile. So let's
Each
do it.
day.
Each day. I'll get it. We're set up here and play a song from old Smiling Joe Roper here on this piano. Well, all show long, we've been playing this beautiful piano. It's a 1939 Wurlitzer Spinet that was first owned and first played by the Cramer family. Floyd Cramer, granddad at 6 years old, or 5 years old, I guess, when his family first got this piano, and it's been around here for quite a while. Now, Grandma, you were 18, is that right? When you met him? And he was?
19.
19, a year older. And so Grandma did not know Floyd Cramer at 5 and 6 years old. We've only seen the pictures and we've heard the stories of a young Floyd Cramer. But we do have a little glimpse at what it might have been like to watch Floyd Cramer at 6 years old learning to play the piano, because there is another Cramer here in the family that is doing just that. And I believe it's time to introduce our special guest for today to play for you a song on his great granddad's piano. Do you want the honors, Grandma?
I will.
Okay.
Would you please welcome Avery Cramer Coleman, my little sweet great grandson.
Here he comes. Avery, how are you doing?
Good.
Oh, is it so fun to be at Grandma's house?
Yes.
Okay, bud. We have a very important song to play. Are you ready to do it?
Yes.
Okay. What is the name of the song? And it's a song that your granddad wrote. Say, Grandma, I'm going to play for you.
Grandma, I'm going to play for you Fancy Pants.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's do it. One of our favorites. So let me sit right beside you here. All right. Give me some room. Okay. Playing the same keys his great granddad played many years ago. Ready? Count us in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woo, take a bow.
Wow.
How about it for Avery Cramer
wonderful.
Coleman?
He nailed it.
He nailed it.
Wouldn't his granddad be proud?
Oh, my
my
goodness.
goodness. So sweet.
Well, folks, it has been quite the day here on the Jason Coleman Show. Have you had fun, Grandma?
It's been wonderful, hon.
Hey, thanks for
Yeah.
having us over. Now,
Thank y'all.
of course. And y'all remember, too, we've only been able to make it to 100 episodes and counting now because of your support. And the best way that y'all have been supporting us and can support us in the future is to join our supporter family. We have been so blessed by how many of you have come on board here the last 3.5 years to really make it possible for us to keep bringing you these shows week after week after week, 99 times and counting. Y'all make our music possible here, and also our supporters get a few extras as well. Like just not long ago, we were right here at the same piano, Grandma.
Yeah.
Remember, we had quite a wild night of music that we were live right here
I know.
and had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
Grandma got up and danced on the piano. Oh no, that
That would be a show.
that would be a show, wouldn't it?
Well, it was a beautiful show.
It was a wonderful night. We had our supporter night. It's once a month, our bonus live stream concerts we're a part of that we do some at our house and some here at Grandma's house. And so you can join our supporter family and be a part of all the fun and help us keep the shows going for another 100 episodes. You can sign up and find out more at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join, or you can call our toll-free number and sign up over the phone too, 833-633-8885. Now, Grandma, are you going to sign up on the phone or online? Where are you going to sign up to be a supporter?
I guess I'd be on phone.
Write a letter.
Yeah, write a letter. I write letters.
I know you do. I love getting a card in the mail from Grandma.
Yeah.
No, we need to get you manning the phone line, Grandma. They call that number. You ought to
I know.
hook up the phone line and have Mary Cramer field your phone calls.
Why don't I?
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Get you a job.
Yeah.
How much did I got to pay you?
Oh, I work cheap. Don't
Cornbread.
No. Cornbread.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Grandma, thank you for sharing your home with us here today for this very special concert.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for everyone that watches. So,
And on behalf of everybody, I know people have said before, thank you, Grandma, for sharing your life and sharing your sweetheart with so many people for all these years to let him make some beautiful music for all of us. So
Well,
it's
my pleasure.
his legacy keeps on going and going and going. 25, 26 years on now, and it's just beautiful to get to be a part of. So, and you're a big part of the legacy too, and we just love you so much.
I love you too.
You
honey.
keep the music playing,
Yeah.
keep the bellies full around here. So we got, we'll be back here again next Sunday for our 100th show, but until then we got one last song. And I want y'all just to imagine with me here, thinking about this amazing piano, a 26-year-old Floyd Cramer coming home from the studio in 1960, working on perfecting a new style that would become all his own, working on a new song that would come to define his legacy. And he would do it playing these very keys, sitting on this very piano bench that he had sat on since he was 5 years old. And I'll play the song for you now. It's called Last Date. All right. Nailed it.
Welcome to the 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show. Please welcome Charlie McCoy, Ben Hall, and Jason Coleman.
Welcome to the 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show. 100 shows. I just can hardly believe it, you know? When we hopped on Facebook Live on a whim one Sunday afternoon 3.5 years ago just to share some songs here from our piano, we just could never have imagined the road that it would have taken us to get where we are here today. You know, a lot's changed over these past 100 episodes, as some of y'all might have seen if you watched any of our marathon this past week, as you saw from episode 1 all the way through 99. We've upgraded the cameras and the mics and all that kind of stuff. Avery, of course, has grown up from a little 2-year-old when we started now to a big 6-year-old, a first grader. You know, we're being carried on WSM radio now, as well as we started just with Facebook. We have YouTube, WSM. We have more partnerships we'll be announcing here even very soon. But the heart of our show in all this time has not changed. It's still Natalie, it's Avery, it's me, our family, and your family, sharing music and sharing life together. So on that note, let's share some music and some life together here today. Our episode today is in 2 parts. First, we have our Hank Williams 100th birthday concert over at Grandma Mary Cramer's house. That's right, today, this very date, September 17th, 2023, Hank Williams would have turned 100 years old. So we have a Hank Williams concert for you, and joining me are a couple of great friends, all-star guitarist Ben Hall and our great friend, Country Music Hall of Famer Charlie McCoy. So our Hank Williams concert is up first, and then a little bit later on, we'll bring you back here to our living room for a couple of more songs to put a bow on our big 100th celebration, including a grand finale from this piano that I guarantee you will not want to miss. So y'all get comfy. Say hello there in the comments, as you always do. Let us know where you're watching from. We love getting to see across the states and around the world who all's watching and who's tuned in right now. And let us know also if you think you are 100 for 100 so far, which I know many of you are. If you got perfect attendance, let us know that too, and we'll say, good job. Thanks for tuning in here with us today. It's a big day, and for now, let's go back to Grandma Mary Cramer's house as we honor the 100th birthday of the great Hank Williams.
You know, when I was a kid growing up in southern West Virginia, we lived about a quarter of a mile from the New River Gorge. And every night when that C&O coal train would make its run, when it passed Fayette Station, it would blow its whistle. As I laid there in my bed, that whistle echoing in the gorge was the lonesomest sound I've ever heard. And I think maybe at some time during his life, Hank Williams must have heard that same whistle. And just like Hank, I heard that lonesome whistle blow. So I was born in southern West Virginia, a small town called Oak Hill. Oak Hill has a place in history that's not many people know about it. January 1st, 1953, Hank Williams was on his way to Canton, Ohio from Knoxville to play a New Year's Day concert. He was being driven by a young chauffeur. About 6 in the morning, they passed through Oak Hill, the only gas station. I'd never forget, it was a pure oil station. The only gas station there was open. So the driver gets out, he goes in, he's going to fill it up with gas and get some coffee. He goes to the back, opens the door, taps on Hank to see if he wanted, coffee or something to eat, and Hank was gone. Well, I was a young guy, and I had not a clue who he even was. But when I moved to Nashville, I found out real quick who he was and how important he was for the beginning and for country music, really. So I've done an album of Hank music, and I love the music he made. Think about it. He was only 29 years old without a high school education, and the songs he wrote 70 years later are still being played. You can't say that about many people, can you? Here's one of my favorite Hank tunes that he was talking to all the people around him. He said, "Y'all better mind your own business." 1, 2, 1, 2. If the wife and I are fighting, brother, that's all right. Call me an expert woman, got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Hey, mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Well, the gal next door, she's a nosy thing. Picks up her phone when she hears mine ring. Why don't you mind your own business? Hey, mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. I'm gonna mind my own business. Well, I got a little girl wears her hair up high. The boys all quiver when she walks by. Why don't you mind your own business? Hey, mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Here's Jason minding his business. Ben by bar, Ben was going to mind his business. I may tell a lot of stories that don't ring true, but I'll get to heaven just as quick as you. Why don't you mind your own business? Hey, mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine. Oh, the last time now. If I want a honky-tonk around a 2 or 3, brother, that's my headache, don't you worry about me. Why don't you mind your own business? Hey, mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, you'll be busy all the time.
Oh, thank you, Charlie McCoy. Thank you, Ben Hall, for joining us here at Grandma Mary Cramer's house for this special episode of the Jason Coleman Show. It's our 100th episode as we celebrate what would have been the 100th birthday today of one of the most influential figures in the history of country music, the great Hank Williams. Born on this date, September 17th of 1923, and as Charlie had said, passed away January 1st, 1953, at the age of 29. But in that time, he left an immeasurable legacy, and he left behind some of the most enduring songs ever written. Like this next one we'll share with you now, which actually won Linda Ronstadt a Grammy in 1974 for her rendition. Written by none other than Hank Williams, though, back in 1951. It's called I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You. Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else stood by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. A picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. Then suddenly I got that old time feeling, 'cause I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips will kiss you and hold you just the way I used to do. Oh, heaven only knows how much I miss you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. We're here at the Cramer house here for this special episode of the Jason Coleman Show, and I'm playing my granddad Floyd Cramer's beautiful Steinway piano, which has been right here in this same spot in this room for more than half a century now. So I thought we ought to give the Floyd Cramer piano treatment to a few great Hank songs. Are you ready, boys? Sure. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Come on. Don't know if Hank done it that way.
Close enough. Well, folks, we are celebrating today what would be the 100th birthday on this very day of the great Hank Williams on our 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show. We got a whole host of family here tonight at Grandma Mary Cramer's house. This is the home of Floyd and Mary Cramer now for 60 or so years, and I'm so thrilled, of course, to be joined by, we got Grandma Mary back there. We've got Natalie and Avery and my parents and a whole gathered crowd of spectators here. But here on our makeshift stage, if you're just jumping in with our show, let me give a formal introduction to my compadres up here. Of course, I'm so excited to be joined right here beside me by a great friend and a fellow member of the Country Music Hall of Fame right alongside Floyd Cramer and Hank Williams. This is Charlie McCoy, everybody.
Here.
And out here on the end is another gentleman that actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can find him in the Country Music Hall of Fame several days a week, right?
That's right.
Is
That's
that the
right.
case?
Several days a week.
It's technically that's true, isn't it?
That is very true. My person is there.
Your person is there. Mr. Ben keeps things running there at the Hall of Fame here in Nashville, but he's a fantastic guitar player. You've probably seen him on Larry's Country Diner, and I think he is the newest member of the great country band here in town, 45 RPM. Would you please make welcome Ben Hall, everybody?
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here, Jason.
Well, y'all are just gluttons for punishment here to go along with us here for these. We're just sort of winging it as we always do, but making it work. So thank you both for being here for this special occasion here at Grandma's house. So let's do now another Hank Williams tune for you, folks. This was Hank's first hit single back from 1947, and it's a country song, but actually, really, truly, it's probably one of the first examples of what would become more like a rock and roll song. We're going to try it now, see if we can move on over and scratch on over and drag on over and do a little Hank Williams Move It On Over for you now.
Came in last night about 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause the big dog's moving in. How about it, Charlie?
She changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over.
Move it on over.
Scoot it on over.
Move it on over.
Move over, skinny dog, cause the fat dog's moving in.
Oh, hey now.
This doghouse here is mighty small. It's better than no house at all. So ease it on over.
Move it on over.
Drag it on over.
Move it on over.
Move over, old dog, cause a new dog's moving in. Move on in, Ben.
She told me not to play around, but I done let that deal go down. So pack it on over,
Move it on over.
tote it on over,
Move it on over.
move over, nice dog, cause the mad dog's moving in.
You know, she warned me once, she warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice. So scratch it on over,
Move it on over,
shake it on over,
move it on over.
move it over, short dog, cause the tall dog's coming in.
She'll crawl back to me on her knees, and I'll be busy scratching fleas. So slide it on over.
Move it on over,
Sneak it on over.
move it on over.
Move over, good dog, cause the mad dog's moving in.
Remember, pup, before you whine, that side's yours and this side's mine. So shove it on over,
Move it on over.
sweep it on over,
Move it on over.
move over, cold dog, cause the hot dog's moving in. Move over, cold dog, cause the hot dog's moving in.
Here's one of Hank's songs. I think it's one of the saddest songs I've ever heard. And it makes me think back what I was talking about earlier, that maybe he heard that lonesome whistle down in that river gorge sometime. This song sure sounds that sad.
Well, folks, we've got one more Hank Williams song to wrap up our evening here. But first, we have to say thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks to our friends Ben and Charlie for joining us here. And of course, thank you to Grandma Mary for hosting the occasion here tonight.
Well, thank y'all for coming. This has been wonderful.
Hey, did these songs bring back some memories for you?
I felt like I was back in high school.
In high school?
We used to sing all these on the school bus.
You rode how many miles back and forth to school?
32 miles.
32
There,
miles
yeah.
on the school bus every day singing these songs. So
Yeah.
a lot of good memories from Hank Williams, and we thank you, Grandma, for opening your home to us.
Well.
And we got to get to this because we have some cake waiting for
Yeah,
us
we
too.
do.
So we got to get this last song here done and have some fun. So Grandma,
Having cake for dessert.
you know we're having cake for dessert. We got to do one more song though, all right?
Okay.
So Grandma, I'll let
Thank
you
y'all
head.
for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right.
We got one more member to the band here, Ben and Charlie. He's going to help us out here on a song that we all love by Mr. Hank Williams. Let's do some of I Saw the Light. I'll do an intro for us here. Let me get our intro. Ready?
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I claimed for my own. Then like the blind man that God gave back his sight, praise the Lord, I saw the light.
I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I was a fool to wander and stray. Straight is the gate and narrow's the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Here we go. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. For Avery. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, I saw the light. One more. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Good job. Take a bow. High five there. Yes, sir. All right. Happy 100th birthday, Hank Williams. And how about it for Charlie McCoy, Ben Hall, and of course, Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman for helping us out just now. Whew, and we are far from finished today, folks. That'll do it for the Hank Williams portion of our 100th episode. But we wanted to bring you back home, back here to our living room for a couple of songs, since it's right here where we spent most of our time together over the past 3 years and 100 episodes. So I'm going to play a song for you now that, aside from a certain last song, this might be the most requested song by all of you, and certainly one of my most played over all these shows. And it really speaks to just the heart of our family and of our story of these past 3 years, through the highs and the lows, and how the Lord has been so faithful and He's worked through so many of you in our lives and in each other's lives as well. So here now, this is a song of gratitude for the road we've traveled, and it's a song of hope for what lies ahead. Well, Natalie, here we are.
Here we are.
Right where it all began 3.5 years ago. Just me and you and Avery right here. And Avery, by the way, he has one more song for you, but we're letting him finish his snack over there while we chat with y'all for just a minute here. Now, I've tried to think back, Natalie, whose idea was it to get online and do this thing the very first time? Was it your idea?
I don't know.
It sounds like it'd be your kind of idea.
Maybe. I always used to do live streams every now and then, even before, and that was always a fun thing to do. So I might have said, hey, we don't have anything better to do.
Yeah, that's true. It was like 2 weeks into the very first COVID shutdown that everybody was stuck in their homes, and I think we just thought, well,
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's just hop online and play some songs, and it was a Sunday afternoon, and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, it's easy to forget how different things were then. This week, as we've been getting ready for the 100th episode and getting excited, I've been looking back at some old pictures of Avery from that time period and scrolling through and seeing the rest of life at that time period, and it was all in this house and all the things we tried to do to stay entertained and have fun and keep a then 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, having a good time at home with mom and dad. So yeah, lots of precious time together, but it was very different. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't see anyone in person. And at first, the couple weeks that we started the Sunday show, it was not only a good chance to play music, it was a great time to connect with our family and friends who we weren't seeing at that time or who live far away. Even like grandparents who didn't have iPhones and used FaceTime, like that was their way that they got to see us and not just talk to us, they got to see us and see Avery each week. So it was a special way to stay connected. And over time, through comments and conversations, it felt like the family grew. All of you who kind of became our audience every Sunday and commented, and we started to recognize your pictures and your names and get to know you. And so it really has felt like a family, a community that's naturally just become more and more over time. And even if as it's grown, episode after episode, more people, our supporter family growing, it still feels like family, and it still feels like just having you over in our living room for a concert.
It's because that's what it is. We're having you in our living room. It's funny, as we've gotten like cards and notes from some of you over the last few years, and we love that and getting, however it comes. A few of y'all have mentioned every now and then how realistic our set looks here, that it's like it's our living room, like we're on Larry's Country Diner or something like that, and which is not a real diner, by the way. No, this is really our living room.
House.
I have taken over the coat closet right back there underneath our stairs for all of the gear that it takes, so our coats have to go elsewhere. We set it all up, we take it all down, and we do that every week. We've done that now this whole time, but it really just speaks to the heart of what we do and how we do it. It's just what you see is what you get, right?
Yeah, it's just homegrown.
It is, truly.
Like Jason said, there's no grand plan at the start. We had no idea. We could have never guessed there'd be 100 of these, or that this would become such a big part of our life that we would look forward to and continue doing. We just try to take one step at a time, do the next right thing, share music, share family. Those are the things that are important to us. Share Avery.
Yeah.
And you all have shared your love and your support and your encouragement, and you've said that this is something you love and look forward to and have encouraged us to keep making it. And it truly is the truth that you are the ones who've made it all possible.
That's right. It's just this relationship we have, us and you coming back every week. And so we thank you for coming alongside us now for 100 episodes. 100. But this is just the beginning, y'all. We have no intention of slowing down. And it's only possible, we say it, but it's very true. It's only possible because of your support. Like I just mentioned, Larry's Country Diner and so many of these shows like that you all enjoy, I know. You always will see the show name presented by and then a company name, whatever it may be. The Jason Coleman Show truly is presented by you. It's the truth. As we celebrate 100 episodes today, we need you with us to make the next 100 possible. And the best way that we've come up with to make that easy for you to do is to join our supporter family and continue supporting our show. And to really help push us that direction, we're going to do something that we've not done yet in our 3 years of supporters and 3 years of our shows. We're going to have a supporter drive. We're calling it 100 in 100. We're looking for 100 new supporters over the next 100 days, which is basically now through Christmas. Christmas is in 100 days.
100 days until Christmas.
100-ish days. That's
Better
great.
get busy.
That's a different conversation. And something else we've not done before, in addition to this supporter drive, is to have a little gift as an incentive. So for any new supporter over the next 100 days, or for any of you who are currently supporters who will bump up to the next level up, you're going to get a signed copy of what will be my newest CD release coming out next month. This is news. I haven't announced this yet. Live from the Jason Coleman Show, episode number 99. Last week's show, the young years from my granddad Floyd Cramer's childhood piano. So all the songs you heard me play last week on my granddad's piano that he grew up playing from just 5 years old onward, it will be not just the show you can watch, but it'll be a CD and album as well. It's going to be the first actually of several new of these live from the Jason Coleman Show releases that we're going to be coming on later on this fall, which that comes, many of you always ask after the show, after you watch it online, can I get that music on a CD somewhere? So we're going to be making more of these albums straight from our shows. And the first one will be this live from the Jason Coleman Show, The Young Years from Granddad's Piano. So again, when you sign up as a new supporter between now and Christmas, the next 100 days, or if you're a current supporter and you upgrade, you're going to get the new album for free. And by the way, too, if you're already a gold supporter, you're going to get the album free anyway as a thank you for your support. So Natalie, the big question, how do all of our folks out there sign up to become a supporter?
All right, well, the good news is it's really easy. You just go to jasoncolemanmusic.com/join, and there'll be a link with this video that you can click. It's super easy. It only takes 2 minutes, if that, to sign up using your credit card or debit card. Super fast. You can select your level, starting at just $5 a month. You can choose to pay monthly or annually. It's simple, it's secure. Or if you don't want to use your credit card or debit card and you prefer to use a check and send that in the mail, there are instructions to do that on that page. And if you don't want to deal with the internet at all, we have good news for you. We have a wonderful friend, Jennifer, on our team, and you can call her and she will walk you through each step of the process. You just call our toll-free number, 833-633-8885.
Good job.
Yes. You can see that number there on the screen too and in the links. Call Jennifer and she will help you out with that.
Absolutely. And one more thing too, I almost forgot. If you haven't checked out our new Facebook group called Friends of the Jason Coleman Show, this is like any other Facebook group some of y'all are part of all across Facebook. It's open to anybody and it's a great way to connect with other fans of the show and to help make sure you don't miss any of our music anytime. So if you're on Facebook, you can look for that group from my Jason Coleman Facebook page and jump in with us. Whew, it's a lot to get through, Natalie, but it's our biggest episode ever, so we might as well go out the bang
lots
here.
to say.
We thank you all again from the bottom of our hearts for going with us on this musical journey here the last 3.5 years. We love you all. We appreciate you all, not just for your support, but for all your love and your encouragement and just for being a part of our family. And so we're going to leave you today with one last song. For 100 episodes now, we've ended every show, I think it's been every single show, with a certain song in honor of my granddad, Floyd Cramer. Well, on this milestone 100th episode, I think it's time to hand over the slip notes to Avery Cramer Coleman. Go for it.
Welcome to the 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show. Jason Coleman.
All right.
It won't be a good video. Everybody will be sick to
Or this.
Okay, last time.
Welcome to the 100th episode.
Do it again. Do it again.
Welcome to
All right.
Welcome to the 100th.
I'm not even getting anything.
I just
Okay, here we go. All right, last time. All right, go for it. Stand up where you were. Here, this way a little bit. There you go, right there. Yes.
Welcome to the 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
All right, we're good.
Good job, buddy.
Welcome, everybody. If we hadn't had enough music this past week celebrating our 100th show, you're in luck because tonight we've got one more bonus concert in store for you here. We are live from our living room and we're so excited you've tuned in for our monthly supporter night that's usually just for our supporter family, but tonight it's open for everyone. We live back there, everything looking good back here at our control room. Okay, I'm getting the thumbs up. Let's start us off here with a song that really describes how we feel about all of you over the last 3 years and 100 episodes. And it is the truth. Y'all keep lifting us higher and higher and higher, as you have now for 3.5 years, 100 episodes, and we are just feeling really grateful and really blessed here tonight. Thank you for jumping in with us here for our bonus concert here, right on the heels of our 100th episode of the Jason Coleman Show this past week. I'll play one more song to get us here all settled in, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, where the doors are wide open for everyone here tonight to come in with us and have a good time and enjoy some music together. So let's do one more country classic for you here. That's my choice before we get to some of your requests here tonight. And this one actually is in honor of this very date. Of course, we honored the 100th birthday of Hank Williams this past Sunday, but today actually is a sadder occasion, but one that we'll remember. Skeeter Davis passed away on this date in 2004. Left us with some legendary, amazing, iconic songs, and I'll play one of those now. It's called The End of the World. Whew, the end of the world. Hard to top that song from Skeeter Davis, who passed away on this date 19 years ago now, 2004, at the age of 72. But still, such a great song. And of course, featured Floyd Cramer on the piano on that record. Well, folks, thanks once again for tuning in here for our little concert here in our living room, as we've been doing here for the past 3.5 years. Excited to welcome you into our home. And tonight we are live. So anything can and might happen here tonight. I've got Natalie and Avery are here with us as well, and we're going to get them up here in a few minutes to help out, especially Mr. Avery there. He's excited. But he, of course, right now is finishing his snack. Always. But, as you know, first thing has to come first. So these Tuesday nights, if you're not already familiar, what we call our supporter nights. Once a month, even aside from all of our Sunday shows that we have here online every week, we have what we call our supporter night. It's a Tuesday night once a month, and we invite all of you who have joined our supporter family to come be a part. And these concerts are live, they're unscripted, I pull my song list from your requests. So I play what you want me to play. And a lot of times it's a little rough around the edges because I'm just sort of coasting in on two wheels, learning these songs, trying to learn them to play them and put my spin on them for you here tonight. But that's what makes it sort of fun. And so usually we reserve these concerts just for all of you who have signed on to become supporters. And our supporter family, you are the ones who make all of our music possible here online through the Jason Coleman Show. It's our monthly or annual support program where you can sign on at $5, $10, or $20 a month or more. Some of you are so generous to give more. And it really does make our show possible week in and week out, and it has been doing that now for 3 years. So normally we have this as a bonus just for you supporters, but tonight, since we are coming off of this big celebration of our 100 episodes, we thought we'd open the doors for everybody to have one last sort of bow on the week, I guess, over the past week, as we've done our 99th show, our marathon, our 100th show, and now tonight we can all just sort of be together here live and make a little bit more music. So if you have a request you'd like to hear, whether you're a supporter or whether you're just jumping in tonight and curious about what's going on, you can leave a request there in the comments, and Natalie's back here manning the computer to sort of help me out to see what some of those might be. And I have a list, too, of some requests that you all have been turning into me here in the past few days and weeks as well that I'll get to as best I can. And we'll just have some fun here together. Does that sound good to you? Everything still looking good back there? All right. So up first here, this is one I've had on the list for a while. Miss Christy Cooper had asked for this a while back. And I'm going to try to sing it for you, too. I think old Haggard made it most famous. Let's see. This is one of these that I have not ever done before until just now. So anything can happen, but that's the way it goes. And that's the way love goes, is this next song. So here we go for Christy Cooper, one of our big supporters. We thank you so much for all that you do for us and for our music. This one's for you. Let's get it ready here. Let's see. Gotta find where I am. And see, I have my cheat sheet up here too. There it is. All right. It's in my brain.
I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I've spent most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover, yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, now don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. Don't you worry, I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
Yeah, great song and good request. Thank you, Christy, for asking for that one. Always a good time to sing a Haggard song. Written by Lefty Frizzell, though, actually, so it goes back a little ways. Let's see. Up next here on the list, we are live. I'm checking things out. Natalie's filling me in on some of what you all are asking for as well. Let's see. Well, let me go ahead and do this one too, because I know it's a special occasion that I want to honor and make sure we have time for this. I'll get this out of the way for just a minute. It's funny, look at the date, September 19th. Where has the year gone, everybody? It is already, is fall?
February.
I know, it's like, shouldn't it be like April or something? Is fall, what, this coming week, I guess? Is that officially like September 22nd, maybe, 23rd? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Okay, I'll say that because I'm honoring, of course, this past Sunday we had our big milestone for Hank Williams' birthday, 100th birthday, and that was awesome. But it was also a milestone for a couple of our longtime supporters out in Arizona. Bob and Judy are out there, and they've been hanging with us for a long time, even before we started our shows here 3 years ago. Been following me and our family for a long time, since I got to perform down there in Payson many years ago. And Bob and Judy, just this past Sunday, celebrated their 63rd wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary. Wow, 63 years, y'all. And they asked for a song that I guess has been their song for a while now, and I'm going to see if I can whip it together for you here. So Bob and Judy, this one goes out to you. It's called Small World. Happy anniversary, Bob and Judy. Just for you all, 63 years. Congratulations. Oh, let's do another one here from the list. This one was requested by, let's see, Faye Thompson asked for this, and it's been a while since I played it, so let's go for, where did it go? Oh, it was on the list. There it is. How about some Jack Green for you? There goes My Everything. That's a sad song, isn't it? There's a tear in someone's beer after that one, I think. So there you go. That one's for Miss Faye. Thank you so much. Let's do, we got I guess the song before that was a nice love song. That was a heartbreak song. Let's sandwich that heartbreak song with one more love song here. And this one I see is a request coming in that I have to honor here because it rhymes so well with the one that we just had done. We have another 63rd anniversary that just happened this month as well. So Bob and Judy, you have some company. Bruce Damerell, who's watching right now, says their 63rd anniversary was on September 3rd. So happy anniversary to you, Bruce. And I would like to hear a song for them that I happen to know. So this one is for Bruce. And do we have Bruce's, I don't. Where is he on there? Is he on YouTube? On YouTube. Bruce, if you're there, tell us your wife's name too. We can recognize both of you here. But for the Damerells here, asked for a beautiful song that I'll play just for you all. It's called Morning is Broken. All right, beautiful song. Happy anniversary to you, Bruce. 63 years. Bruce and Judy. Another Judy. There you go. We got Bob and Judy and Bruce and Judy, each celebrating 63 years. Congratulations to both of you. Anybody else got 63 or higher? we'll throw in a song for you here tonight. I know. So many good ones. We can't get to everything tonight, but we'll do our best to get as much as we can. Let's see. I'll do one more request that's come in here from the comments, and then maybe we'll get our special guest performer up here for a special song, and you know who I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm looking at what we got here. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's so many requests. We can't get to everything tonight. I wish we could, but we'll do at least a few of them here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Here's a good one. This will get us in the mood for you know who. How about from Laura Foy watching right now? Let's do some On the Road Again. All right. Well, folks, he's been busy this past week on our 99th show, our 100th show, and you got to see him. If you watched any of our marathon from 1 through 99, you saw him grow up in 6 days from 2 years old to 6 year old, and it was pretty amazing. We were reminded of how many songs this kid has learned and played over the past 3.5 years. It boggles the mind, and he's got one for you tonight. Is he ready? Mm-hmm. Would you please make welcome, here he is, Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman. Say, how's it going, everybody?
Good, everybody.
Oh, you're doing the same thing you've done since you were 2 years old, sliding off of me. Here, let me get a little microphone here, see if we can hear you talk. Oh, there you are. You're perched up on me now. Let's see. There's the mic. Say hello.
No.
Whoa, that could be loud. We'll see. So, Avery, how you doing, bud?
Good.
Yeah. Hey, we were having a very interesting discussion tonight at dinner, which, by the way, what was your dinner tonight, Avery?
My number one favorite food.
Oh, what's your number one favorite food?
SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
Oh, there it's on now. Say that again. What is your number one favorite food?
SpaghettiOs and meatballs. I had it for dinner tonight.
SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Wow. That was a delicious dinner that Mommy prepared for you tonight. It is your favorite, though. And not just any SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Mario SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Very important, right? Hey, we also were talking tonight, Avery. You asked us a very important question. You asked, what is our favorite food and our least favorite food? And I wonder if you were...
my least favorite food is pineapple.
Pineapple. So favorite food is SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Very important. Least favorite...
And the Mario kind.
And the Mario kind. Least
favorite, fresh pineapple.
Fresh pineapple. You want to ask me?
I know what your most favorite and least favorite.
Okay. What is my most favorite food?
Your most favorite food is biscuits and gravy. I like biscuits, but I don't really like gravy.
Oh, you'll learn one day. And what's my least favorite food? You remember how many I have?
2.
3.
They're both green. Oh.
I threw a third one in, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 are vegetables and 1 is kind of like a fruit.
Okay. What are my 3 least favorite foods? This is very important if anybody's going to make me a meal one day.
broccoli,
Oh, say it again. Say it again.
They're pickles,
Yeah.
broccoli,
Yeah.
and applesauce.
Ooh, can't handle pickles. Ew, I can't handle a pickle. Broccoli, it just stinks. Who eats broccoli? It smells so bad.
I eat broccoli,
I know.
and I also eat applesauce, but
I know.
I do not eat pickles.
That's right. Yeah, we're not pickle fans. Yeah, so good to know. Hey, do you want to
A lot of
ask?
people don't really like pickles.
That's true. You want to ask our friends what their favorite food is?
Pickles are disgusting.
That's right. Here, look there at the camera, and why don't we ask, and our friends can leave in the comments what some of their favorite food or their least favorite. You want to ask them? Say, hey, friends.
Hey, friends.
I'll hold it for you. You gonna ask them?
So, what are your favorite foods?
What are your favorite foods and least favorite foods?
Ooh, if you have a favorite or a least favorite, make sure to distinguish which it
What's
is.
your number 1 favorite and number 1 least favorite?
If you want to leave it in the comments, we will fill in Avery, and he will memorize it very quickly, and he will probably, when he meets you in person one of these days, he'll remember it and tell you what your favorite and least favorite food would be. Okay, Avery, so interesting discussion. We're all about food in this family, as you probably have learned by now. So I'll put this away because we have some business to attend to. You ready? So Avery, as you know, has been playing a couple of really cool songs the last 2 episodes. But what you didn't maybe realize is when he played the song called Fancy Pants in episode 99 over at his great-granddad's piano, he did a fantastic job, but he was not finished yet. We did a good portion of the song then, but there was a whole second verse with a key change that Avery wanted to learn that part too. So Avery, would you like to play the whole Fancy Pants song?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, I'll make room for you here. With key change and everything. Are you ready, bud? Okay, see if you can do it. Ready? Count us in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
wow, wow. How about it for Avery, Cramer, Coleman? Oh my goodness. Nailed it. Fancy Pants, a song that his great granddad wrote and was one of the very first singles he ever recorded way back in, I think, 1954 or 1955. So it goes back a long way. And Avery nailed it. Nat, you want to come up and talk for just a second here, just to make sure we're all on the same page about what's going on here. Now, if you're just jumping in, this is not normal. This is a Tuesday night. Here, I'll flip this around here. You can sit beside me here. Here she is, folks. Look at this. Squeeze in here.
Hello.
It's Natalie. How are you doing? Oh, I'll give you this too if you want to. Let's see. I think it's on. Check 1, 2. Yeah, you can just clip it or hold it or whatever. They might be able to hear you with me too. The mic's on the top.
Okay.
It's good enough. Good enough. We're live. They can hear you. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
There's the camera, Natalie. Can just like Avery, wave to the camera.
Now Avery's waving.
Now Avery's waving. Yeah. So these Tuesday nights, once a month, are what we call our supporter nights. Ordinarily, it's just for all of you who have signed on to become supporters of the Jason Coleman Show, and it is because of your support that we've been able to keep going now for
100 episodes.
100 episodes, 3.5 years. We've been sitting here in this same spot in our living room coming to you week after week. And so we thought this night here on this Tuesday night, we'd open up to everybody to give you a little glimpse at what kind of fun we have. If you've been watching our shows for a long time, that's just the beginning. We also have these monthly bonus concerts where we can just sort of cut loose and have fun. And Natalie, it's we announced it this past Sunday, but we're sort of right here at the very start of what we're calling our 100 in 100 drive. Natalie, what is that all about?
What is that all about? He loves to throw me these questions, right?
Well, sure.
In the supporter night. Well, we have been here for 100 episodes, and you keep telling us that you love them and that you want more, and we would like to be here for 100 more, and maybe 100 more, and maybe 100 more. And so it kind of becomes a full-time job for Jason here to make those shows and put those out. And so, yeah, maybe more than a full-time job.
Well, you've come on board too. You're about as full-time as it gets too.
It's a whole family endeavor.
It is.
So, I think about PBS. I always think about watching PBS as a kid and the telethon coming on and going and getting my mom and dad and being like, oh, I want to be a friend of Sesame Street and support, And that's kind of what we're asking you to do. It's just like PBS, made possible by viewers like you. There's no sponsor. There's no one bankrolling any of it. We all just do it here at home. And so coming along and being a supporter, saying, hey, we like this music. We like that it's free every Sunday, that it's free to go back and watch as replays, and we want to keep it that way. And so that's what it's about. And it's also a lot of fun for your $5 a month or more if you decide to be a silver or gold supporter. But it starts at $5 a month. You get this free extra concert. We take your request. We have a private Facebook group that our supporters are a part of where we add some extras that you might not see, well, you wouldn't see on Jason's public page, little extras of things going on with Avery or things that we're up to. So just get to little extra. Yeah,
the beauty of why this whole thing has sort of worked the way it has, and it's not anything that we planned in the beginning. We've just sort of been making it up as we go. But we are now we're fully invested and fully committed. But what has been so beautiful about it is music is just sort of this gift, and I'm glad to be able to have an outlet here through our shows to get to share it freely. And we are just at the mindset we're going to keep putting it out there and trust that you all are going to keep making it possible, and you have so far. And so the supporter program is just a way for those of you who are able to support to do that at whatever level you're able to do that. And we throw in extra perks for those who are giving more just as a little thank you for it. But really the biggest part of it is just you coming on board with us and being part of our family and part of our team. And so here's the thing, if you are not in a position to some of you are on a fixed income, and that's fine, and you can't do the $5 a month, that is totally fine, because those who are supporting are making it possible for us to get to keep putting this out there just to be able to enjoy and to share. And the best thing that you can do is to keep telling people about what we're doing, to keep sharing the music, to be a part of our new Friends of the Jason Coleman Show Facebook group that's free, a way for you to sort of connect with the show and what's going on there. So there are plenty of ways that you can be an encouragement and a support to us, even beyond that if the money's not there. But for those of you who are able and who enjoy and who like what we're doing and believe in what we're doing, we would love for you to come on board. And so with this little supporter drive we have going here from now through the end of the year, it's 100 supporters in 100 days is our goal. And we've not done a goal like this before. It's ambitious, but we believe that you all are going to step up and do it and set the stage for us as we head forward into our next 100 shows. And so we're looking for you all to come on board and do that. Whether you're someone who's watched this show for a while and are going to jump on board our supporter family for the first time, you can do that. If you're a current supporter, if you want to upgrade from the level you are up to a higher level, we'd love for you to do that too. And as a little incentive for that, it's between now and Christmas, anyone who comes on board and is one of these 100 people in our 100 drive is going to get a free gift, and it's going to be my upcoming CD release of episode number 99. A week ago, when we got to play all of my granddad's old songs from his old childhood piano there in my grandma's living room. So we're taking that episode of the show, turning it into an album, one of our live from the Jason Coleman Show albums. So all new supporter signups are going to get that album for free as a gift for signing on board with us here. Is he okay back there?
He's just being so crazy. Chill, bud.
It's a school night, remember?
I know.
I know. Yeah, we hit the wacky face. So sign up to be a supporter. You get the free CD. You'll be the first in line to get the new album. It'll be ready next month in October, and it'll be the first of several of our new albums that we're going to be making some of our shows into albums, as many of you all have requested that. So you can see on the screen there, you can sign up online to become a supporter at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. And or if you don't want to deal with the computer, you can sign up by calling that number, 833-633-8885. And Jennifer from our team will get to your call. We did just hear from Jennifer today that she, like many of us this fall,
That ragweed count is really high, y'all.
Ragweed
Really high.
is on the prowl, and it's gotten her voice. So she was laughing today that right here as we were asking for all these phone calls, she's lost her voice. So if she didn't get to you via a phone call here in a day or two, it's because she didn't have a voice to call you. But leave a message on the number, and she'll get back to you.
She
Leave
will.
your email address if you're able as well, and she'll help you that way too. And we'll get you on board here to become a supporter. Enjoy these supporter nights every month, and all the other perks that come with our supporter family membership. And more than anything, it just lets us know that you are on our team, you're on our side, you believe in what we're doing, and we're all in it together to keep this great music alive as best we can.
Yeah.
Right, Natalie?
Yeah. Yeah, it tells us to keep putting this at the top of our to-do list, keep making this the thing that we really pour time and effort and heart and energy into.
I mean, we center our lives and our home around it, and we have for 3 years, and with you on our side, we'll keep doing it for a long time to come. So we appreciate all of the ways you support us day in, week in, month in, year out now for a long time, and we're excited for what's to come. We've got some exciting plans in the works here as we cross this 100 episode threshold, and I think the best is still yet to come for real. Like, we're not slowing down. So we need y'all with us. So if you're not a supporter yet, now's the time. Sign up at that website.
Wherever it is on
and
the screen.
that phone number. Either way, sign up, join our supporter family, and stick with us.
Thank you.
Natalie, would you like to play a song for us here?
No, I'll save that for the next supporter night.
That's
It's
right.
For supporters only.
You all been asking for the flute next month.
It'll come out next week.
We're promised it'll come out. For now, I guess I'll
month.
play a little more music, and we'll get Avery
Okay.
back up here for one more song before we wrap
Yeah,
things
not
up too.
piano though, as Avery says. Mommy doesn't play piano very well. That's what Avery says.
He speaks the truth.
It's true.
You took lessons.
I did take lessons.
That's true. Oh, I'll take your microphone. Thank you.
I can still play
Thanks,
with some
Natalie.
Avery's books.
And how about a big hand for Natalie Coleman, everybody, holding everything together in this crazy homegrown family operation. Oh, goodness. So, I've got my water bottle over there somewhere, now that I've been chatting so much. Let's get to a few more of your requests here tonight. Now, I saw this one come in here from a couple of you. Thank you very much. So I ought to throw it in here. Miss Vernell Flake. Oh, it's come from like 3.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if Avery still knows it.
Yeah, some of y'all asked if Avery can play it. We'll have to work on it with him. Let me play it by myself for now, unless.
Avery, do you want to try Chariots of Fire? No, not tonight.
Okay, I'll do it myself tonight. We'll get Avery back on it here soon. In fact, I have in the plans to do a TV and movie theme song show here very soon, so we'll pull it out then. But for now, for Vernell Flake, for Joanne Stokes, And is it Natalie or Natil?
I don't know, maybe Natalie.
Natalie or Natil Bell watching on YouTube as well after this too. How about Chariots of Fire? I haven't played this in a while either, so let's see if I can get it together. I remembered it. Good one. Great request. Thank you for asking for that. Yeah, it's been on the list for a long time, and it never has come to the top to do this an episode of old TV and movie themes. So it's on my list for real for this fall. We'll see if we can get to it. It's funny, we've been focusing so much on this episode 100. It's like I got to remember. Oh, I got to keep doing shows after 100 too. So I have some good ideas for the next few, but had to give my brain a break for just a minute. Let's see. Another one here. Okay, I can't not play this song if I see it on the list. This one came from Jim Brown. Hey there, Jim. Watching from Indianapolis, Indiana, right up the road here. He says he loved my granddad's work on It's Now or Never and other Elvis songs. Hopefully I might play it. Thank you. Well, let's see if I can do a bit of that. Oh, hey, Avery. You want to try it?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You want to do one more song later and that's it? Okay, I'll do it for now. Okay, let's do some of It's Now or Never. See if I can do it by myself. I'm so used to having my helper, but we'll see if we can do it. always a good one. We'll get Avery back up here on it sometime soon. He and I had fun this summer getting to play that song on the original piano that it was played on here at RCA Studio B in Nashville, the Elvis Steinway piano, or we call it the Floyd Cramer Steinway piano as well, because it was a lot of Granddad's big hits, like Last Date, recorded on the same piano. And Avery and I got to play it together and played that song here this summer too. So we'll head back to Studio B sometime and do some more music there as well. Do we have any really good favorite foods or least favorite foods that are really weird over there, Natalie?
Well, we've said a lot in the chat since then, but lots of agreement that we don't like liver.
No, well,
Lots
yeah,
of-
duh.
lots
Who?
of,
Yeah, liver.
Seafood.
No yeah.
We're there too.
We're not really big on seafood either for whatever reason. We just didn't grow up with it. But liver, really, if you like liver, that's really quite extraordinary. I really
Lots of favorite sweet
appreciate
things,
you.
Ice cream.
Well, of
lots
course.
agreement on biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, we should have specified. We had a separate category for favorite and least favorite desserts.
Yeah.
Desserts, are sort of their own thing, and we all had our
I can't even get
specifications.
that far in the chat
I know,
anymore.
it's okay. I know it's been fast and furious so far. Yeah, we got a good crowd here tonight. Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. That's great. Let's see, a couple more here before we start to round things out. Oh my goodness, there's so many, y'all. I wish I could get to everything. The good thing though about our supporter nights too is that we're not one and done. A lot of these songs that I get to here on our Tuesday nights once a month, we have like the master list of all the requests that come in, and I'll go back and revisit. So some of these, even if I don't get to them the same night or the same week, we'll revisit them again a little later on. So we're logging all the requests, and hopefully if y'all are supporters or if you sign up, you'll get to hear some of your requests a little later on too. Well, let's see. This one came from Miss Sophia. Sophia Cheek asked for this one to honor both of her husbands that have passed. And so I'll play for you, Sophia, your request. It's called Go Rest High on That Mountain. Great song from Vince Gill in memory of anyone, those that we've lost for sure. I saw another one pop up here in the list that I've not thought about in a long time, and it comes from Greg and Sharon McCabe, who I know are longtime watchers, and y'all have been so good to us here for a long time. So I haven't thought about this song in a while. Let me see if I remember it. It's called "As the Deer Panteth for the Water, So My Soul Longs After Thee." Isn't that right? So let's see if it's been, probably like 20 years since I've thought about this. So see if I can pull it out of my brain and out of my heart and onto these keys. "As the Deer" from Greg and Sharon. We sang that all the time growing up. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Great request. It's funny, a song, you can just see a title and it just comes flooding back. Music has a way of doing that, I guess. Let me do a couple of more here. My goodness, the time flies. Already been an hour. We've been having some fun, haven't we? Oh my goodness. Can you believe it's been an hour so far, Avery? I know you got one more song before we go. Let's see. This is one I had ready for Joshua Bell is one of our supporters. Hey, Joshua, and asked for this song that I'm going to see if I can play and sing. Get this back on here. So Joshua, this is one that you'd asked for a couple of months ago, I think, but it's been on the list, and here we are tonight. It's called "I'll Be Seeing You."
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces. all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll see you in the morning sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll see you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Beautiful song, beautiful words. Thank you, Joshua, for asking for that one. Let's see, just a couple of more, and we're going to wind things down here for our little bonus concert. Ooh, it's been a big week. We hadn't even kept track of how many songs. Well, if we counted the marathon, we'd be up in the hundreds. A lot of music, but a lot of great songs, and it's just so much fun, y'all, to get to keep these alive as best I can. Let's see. Now, Robert Gray, I know you tune in here every week, and you asked if I could do a gospel song in honor of a mother who passed away 6 years ago on Friday. So we send our warm wishes to you and warm memories, I know, of her. So Robert, for you and for all who have lost someone, I'll never pass up a chance to play this one. How about some of His Eyes in the Sparrow? Well, folks, it's been a big night here. So we've been live from our living room, from our home to yours, for our little bonus supporter night tonight. We got one more song here in just a moment, and it's a special song I know that you will want to stick around for in a moment. But just to recap, I got to talk for a minute, dude, before you march up here. He's ready, though. Just to recap where we've been. Tonight it's our supporter night, and this is kicking off our 100 supporters in 100 days drive. Now through Christmas, we're looking for 100 of you to come on board and join our supporter family to help us kickstart the next 100 episodes of the Jason Coleman Show. The exciting part is, since we announced it here on just 2 days ago, we're already nine supporters into our 100. So we got a good start. We'll have to have Avery make like a thermometer or something like you see on TV or on one of these big fundraiser drives or something, and we'll march onward to our 100 new supporters that we're looking for. If you've been a long-time watcher of the Jason Coleman Show at a long time, you've been enjoying music for a long time, we hope that you'll come on board and make it official and join our supporter family. We got a lot of our supporters I know have been tuned in tonight and probably telling you how much fun we have together. Not just the music, not just these Tuesday night bonus concerts, but just the community and the family that's come from that has been nothing short of amazing to Natalie and Avery and me, and such a huge blessing. And I know that it's going to be a blessing to any of y'all who jump on board to be a part. And to recap too, as part of this 100 in 100 drive, any new supporter that signs up, any one of you who's a current supporter who upgrades to silver or gold are going to get a free CD. My next release is coming next month. It's going to be The Young Years, playing my granddad Floyd Cramer's first piano, our episode 99. We're turning into an album, and all of you who are part of this drive, who are signing up to become a supporter, are going to get that CD. You'll be first in line, and then we'll have it for sale as well, starting in October also. But we want to offer it as a little gift and a thank you to all of you who are jumping on board. And just to make sure you all know, if you are a gold supporter right now, that means if you are at the $20 a month level, and the many of you are doing that, part of your membership anyway is to get this album for free. So all of our gold supporters don't have to do anything, and you're going to get the album as your free gift as part of being a gold supporter. For the rest of you, if you are a current supporter at the $5 level or a silver level, if you upgrade at least one level, you'll get that free gift as well. Or if you're not a supporter at all and you jump in to join by going to the website you see there on the screen, jasoncolemanmusic.com/join, or calling our number 833-633-8885. You'll be a part of that as well. So that goes for everybody over the next 100 days now through Christmas, which is like 98 days away now. So we're excited. We're trying to set things up as best we can to bring you more and more of this music, which you all have made possible so far for 3.5 years and 100 episodes. And we have a lot more that we're excited to do, and we need you on our team. So join our supporter family. And all of our supporters, you can mark your calendars for next month. October 17th is our next supporter night. Next month, it'll just be for our supporters like usual. So for everyone who's watching on our public YouTube and Facebook, jump in our supporter family and be a part of these bonus concerts. Our next one coming up on October 17th. And by the way, when you jump in to become a supporter, you get to watch. We've got about more than 2 years now of these concerts archived. You can go back and watch anytime there when you become a supporter too. So it's not just the ones that are from here on. You can jump back in the past and see all of these 2 years of live concerts here that's even over and above the 100 episodes of our Sunday shows as well. So lots and lots of music. It is ever flowing in this household, and that's the way we like it. So that's what's up. Natalie, anything I'm missing before we get to our last little bit here?
I don't think so.
I don't think. So this Sunday, by the way, we're taking a bit of a breath after all that's been going on, but we'll be back the Sunday after next. We'll have a show for you this Sunday to watch, but we'll be back with a new episode the week after that, October 1st, and onward through the rest of the fall and beyond that too. So thank you all for being on this crazy journey with us. Thank you over the past week for celebrating with us our big 100 milestone, but just know that we really do believe the best is yet to come, and y'all are a big part of that. So with that though, we have one last song, and you got to see it this past Sunday. We celebrated our 100th show with a very special finale, and I think he's got one in him again. Are you ready? You want to come up? Can you tell folks, Avery, what is our last song for tonight? Our last song is...
I don't know.
You don't know? What could we play for one last song? I wonder what would be a good last song to play.
I don't know.
What about last...
Date.
I think that's a great idea. You want to do it? And then it is bedtime because it is a school night.
Do I have any time to play?
You'll have time to play, definitely. We'll have a few minutes to play. It's very important, no matter what we're doing.
How many minutes?
How many do you want?
Probably like 25.
25 minutes to play. How about 10?
About 15.
Ooh, negotiating. How about 11?
No, 15.
Ooh, he's holding tough. How about 12?
How about 15?
We'll see.
I want to do 15.
He's a good negotiator, y'all. I guess that's just comes with being a kid. Okay, we'll see. Can we got one last date in us? Okay, let's do it. Ready? All right. Lead the way. Up here. Good job, buddy boy. Your granddad would be so, so proud. Oh my goodness. Avery, you want to come tell everybody good night? Say thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Oh.
You can sleep whenever you're tired.
What'd you say?
You can sleep whenever you're tired.
You can
tonight.
sleep whenever you're tired tonight. That's right. Hey, Avery, I didn't ask you.
I'm not very tired yet.
Oh, you're not? You think you have time to play for how many minutes?
15.
We'll see. Hey.
Your supporters say 15, Avery.
Oh my goodness, you're ganging up on us. Hey, I have one more important question, Avery. We asked about your favorite food and your least favorite food. Most important question. What is your
most favorite food is Mario spaghetti noodles with spaghetti sauce and meatballs.
Right. What is
And my least favorite food is fresh pineapple.
now? What is your favorite and least favorite dessert?
I have 4 most favorite desserts.
Okay. Okay.
They are cookies, cupcakes, cake, and ice cream cones.
Those are all good
And
choices.
my least favorite dessert is a flavor pie,
What kind of pie?
apple pie.
Can you believe that? Kid doesn't like apple pie. He
lot of
likes any
people-
sweet, except it's the baked apples, which he's not a fan of for whatever reason.
My second least favorite dessert is probably roasted marshmallows that are too roasted.
That's
on
true.
fire.
I agree. I like my marshmallows very lightly toasted. All right, so time for some dessert. We're gonna have some black marshmallows and apple pie.
No.
No. Yeah. All right. Hey, Avery, Cramer, Coleman, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Natalie. It's been a fun night, and we will see you all very soon. Thank you all so much. Take care.